Hi and welcome back. Today we've got the last two armies out of our 10, the Wood Elves fighting the Skaven. It's another game of around 1000 points. I think we'll see 30 other battles before we go on to 1500, 2000, and some armies might even be up to 3000 or more points large. Okay, first of all, Alex would like to introduce his Wood Elves to you.
Okay guys, these are the 999 points of Wood Elves. The army is led by a Spellsinger, shown here. It's a level 2 wizard on an Elven steed. He will have the lore of beasts, so I will draw 2 spells from this lore before we begin with the battle. He has a special equipment, the Hail of Doom Arrow, which is a quite potent item, which allows me to shoot several arrows to harm the wild Skaven, hopefully. Okay, furthermore, I have another level 1 wizard. It's the Branch Wraith. We are actually using the, I think it's the Dotu model. Or Trisha? Trisha, sorry, not Dotu, that's the tree man, Trisha. But it reflects to the Branch Wraith with a level 1 wizard with the lore of life. Okay, these are my 2 main characters. Furthermore, I have the Glade Guard equipped with arrows and longbows. It's a total of 12 archers without command unit. Furthermore, I have 17 troops of the Eternal Guard, which are equipped with light armor and shields, and the Asrai Spear. Furthermore, I have 3 monstrous infantries. It's the 3 Treekin on the left side, which are quite, I think, are quite tough to bring down because they have a toughness of 5 and have their scaly skin, which provides them with a 4+ armor save. And last but not least, even more tough unit, it's the Tree Man in the back of the army, which will support the Wood Elf army with quite a punch in the close combat against the Skaven. Okay, that's the total amount of the 999 points of Wood Elves for today's battle against the Skaven.
Okay, and here are my 999 points of Skaven. To begin with, we've got an old Chess Goodwin model I'm going to use at a Plague Priest with poisonous attacks and an enchanted shield, a level 2 Psyker. The next model is the Chieftain as my battle standard bearer, wearing heavy armor and a shield, and got a Talisman of Preservation. And next to, or in the middle of them, there's a Packmaster for my little regiment of 3 Red Ogres. You can see my rare choice in the background. It's a Warp Lightning Cannon. And I've also got a regiment of 24 Storm Vermin, including full command, as well as a Rattling Gun. And last but not least, there's a regiment of Clan Rats, 34 models, with full command and an additional, I think it's called Warp Flamethrower. And that's it for my army.
Okay guys, the forces have been deployed already.
I think it's the battle line scenario.
Yeah, it's a normal scenario deployed in alternate turns. The Wood Elf player, meaning me, started the deployment and I finished first, so I got a +1 modifier for the dice roll determining who commences the battle. Okay, I think the Warp Lightning Cannon is on the left flank. In opposition to that are my archers in the forest, including my army commander on the horse. Right beside the forest is the Tree Men, the Eternal Guard, and the Tree King with the branch Wraith. In opposition to this are the Red Ogres.
The utmost corner, my clan reds
and
with
the
their
Storm
fire
Vermin.
thrower, and the storm vermin with a rattling gun, and
Okay.
my battle standard bearer in the army commander.
Okay, and then we roll off for the beginning. Okay, I've got 7, so
Okay, so you go first.
go first. Okay, we'll back at the movement phase
Let's
of.
tell them about our wizards.
Okay, yeah.
Because I rolled 2 3s, I kept 1, so I've got Poison Blessing, the one I chose for the double 3, and I kept Withering, of course, just in case I translated it wrongly. Withering says that I can reduce my opponent's toughness, whereas Blessing of Poison means I can give poison attacks to one of my squads, which is in close combat.
And I took the signature spell of the Lore of Life for my branch Wraith, as well as the signature spell for the Lore of Beasts for my army commander, and an additional spell because he is a level 2 wizard. He got Horror's Wild Beast as well of the Lore of the Beasts. Okay, and I think we're back at the
end of the Wood Elves' first movement turn.
Okay, see you. Okay guys, that's the end of the first turn of the Wood Elves. My archers remained in the forest, whereas the rest of the army advanced towards the enemy. And in the magic phase, I was able to cast my signature spell of the Lore of Life, thus adding a regeneration roll of 5+ for my Treekin, including the wizard. There was no shooting, no close combat yet, so I'm looking forward to the first turn of the Skaven.
Okay, I haven't moved much. This one is going to fire at the enemy army commander and wizard and his regiment of archers in the forest. They've just moved a little, as did they. And they rather marched over there. Maybe they'll succeed in a flank march. I'd like to shoot with my warp flamethrower first, and this means I put my template touching the nozzle of the gun and then roll this to see where it comes down, but I think that's not enough because so the explosion falls short. Next one might be a little luckier. Let's do the amount of shots, and I'm torn between shooting at them because they're easy targets, or the tree men, which might be the bigger problem. Yeah, let's do the tree men. Okay, number of shots. First dice 5. I'll do a second one. Now I've got 8 shots. Shall I risk? Yes, I'll do it. I'll re-roll it. Okay, now I've got 9 shots. 9 shots at the 3 men, which hit is a large target, but I think I won't get a +1. So I hit on force 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to explain. There's a special rule which says that they don't suffer from a -1 for multiple shots, and another one which says they don't suffer a -1 for firing at more than half of the range. Yeah, it's called special lead or warp lead or stuff like that if you translate it from German into English. So on force, and this is another one. Yep. So 6 of them hit. I'm only strength 4, whereas your toughness
Is 6.
So it's probably on 6s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Not a single 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
So no harm to
they
the 3 men.
Would
And
probably
then you
have killed 5 of
warp
your
lightning
eternal
cannon.
gods. Yeah. I've already put my dice over there. So first roll 4. Not get really interesting because 6. So everything touched by it, which is, yeah, and this is where it explodes with a 3-inch blast marker at strength 6. So I think we've got everything. Let's take a closer look at it. Oh, I think it's about the second one. Let's say these 2 or 3 are outwards. Whereas the others are probably covered by the 6-inch blast. You don't get armor saves, but you'll get war saves. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 archers. Nine archers. Strength toughness 2+, I think. 6 versus 3.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all of them except 1. So 8 dead, and your army commander, strength 6 versus toughness 4 maybe. Let's roll. 5. And I think I cause more than 1 wound.
But is he affected by a blast marker, or is someone in the unit taking the hits?
Yeah, we check it out and come back later. Yeah.
But maybe just roll it off and we...
Yeah.
How many hits? 1?
1.
So 1 wound?
No, it's a 1 for strength toughness, so it's unaffected.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just remove 8 of your archers, and I think you'll have to do a panic test.
Okay.
Because you lost more than 25% of your unit. 9 should be okay.
Oh no. The spell thing has a leadership of 8.
Okay, so you have to flee
The unit as well.
away from me. Just roll. Hope you won't leave the battle. 7.
I think they're off the battlefield. Maybe.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, they're gone. And I think this was the shooting phase. There's no hand-to-hand combat.
So that's the end of the first round. And we'll be back after the movement of the second movement phase of the Wood Elves.
My Eternal Guard as well as the Treekin tried to charge the clan rats, but both failed their charge and moved only 3 and 5 inch respectively towards the enemy. In the remaining movement phase, the 3 men moved slightly towards the enemy. In the magic phase, I was only able to cast 1 spell because my other wizard is dead. But Marcus successfully dispelled the spell, so nothing happens. I can't shoot, I can't fight. So that's the end of the second turn.
Okay, these 2 regiments remained in order to be able to use their warp thrower and the rattling gun, whereas they failed their moral test, so they had to charge because of their frenzy. And rolled really high. The psychic phase provided or gifted me with poisonous attacks for them. And now it's on to shooting. First of all, I'd like it's 10 from their back. Okay. This is where I aim. Oh, that's a problem. I might even hit my own troops, my red ogres, because it travels 8. And the next roll decides at which strength the ball travels before exploding with 3 inches and the strength rolled. So, but I'm lucky, it'll at least touch some of them. 6. So it'll travel 6 inches. Yeah. And this is where the 3-inch template explodes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them touched. And then no, I think it's all of the squad. I'm lucky I didn't roll a 10, because then it would have landed over there. So it's 17 of your troops. Let's do 10 first. Okay, 10 Eternal Guards on a 2+ without any armor saves. First 9 of them die. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 survive. So on we go. The rattling, the rattling gun wasn't great when I targeted him last time, so I'll use it onto them. 1, I roll another 1, so 2 shots. Let's risk it. 8 shots. 8 shots on 4s. 2, 3, 4. Strength 4 -2. Yeah, I think one of them is dead, and the remaining one has to take a panic test because of having suffered more than 25%. Okay, and we've got our let's do the warp flamethrower next. Maybe it'll be able to hurt the treeman a little. Oh, 6 is great. So you need to take a fear test, but you're immune to psychology. But what is more important is that you get a strength 5 hits, and because you're flammable, you'll not only get the here it is, yeah, strength 5, d3 damage, but damage will be doubled because you're flammable, and -2. Okay, you can skip the fear test, but I'll do strength 5 versus your toughness 6, which should be 5 maybe. Yep, I did it. And now you'll get the chance to do your saves. It's at -2, the first one, which is now at 5+, I think.
But I have no saves because I'm not in the forest spirit.
But your normal 3-man is a 3+ for its scaly skin, so it's 5+.
What do I roll?
A 5+.
1 dice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're really lucky. See, what I would have rolled, I would have scored 4 wounds. Yeah, but so it's nothing at all. Okay, that's it for shooting, and on we go with our close combat. But I think I won't do much damage because you're the tougher one with all these saves.
But we forgot to mention in the magic phase you successfully cast a spell with giving you poison attacks from the red ogres.
Okay, I'd like to start with my Packmaster.
Also my branch wraith has initiative 7.
Yeah, so it's
and
first.
Tree can have initiative 3.
So your branch wraith is probably first because all of them have got 4.
Okay, then. Okay, if you have 3 attacks with a weapon skill of 6.
Versus my ogres who have a weapon skill of 3.
Okay, so 3+.
So 3 hits with your strength of
4
against my toughness of 4.
Okay, 2 wounds.
2 wounds. I don't have any saves at all. Let's put a 2 over there. Now my Packmaster is next. It's got a weapon skill of 3 and 1 attack with his lash against your treekin. I don't think it's enough because with a weapon skill of 3, what's your weapon skill?
6. No, sorry, 4.
4. No, that's not enough. And now I've got 9 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from my red ogres. Their weapon skill 3 as well. You're 4. So I need
4+.
4s. And I think I may add 1 attack for Frenzy. 3. No, that's not bad. So these are 9 dice at strength 5 versus your toughness of 4.
Was there a 6 because of poison attacks?
Yeah, I'm sure there were some, but I don't remember because I just grabbed the dice. There might have been some among these 9 dice, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so strength 5 versus toughness 4 should be on 3s.
No, toughness 5.
Oh, toughness 5 as
The
well.
Treekin, yeah.
Okay. So it's on force. Yeah. Oh, it's not that well expected it to be. Only 3.
Okay,
You've got a -2, so you've got
Okay,
6 plus saves, followed by 6s left. No.
Okay. So 1 is
And
dead.
you can re-roll because of your forest spirit save.
I think it's only in forest, you told me.
No, just roll it. I think the...
No.
Okay. And now you can strike back. She is already fought, but you've got 6 attacks from your Treekin left.
Weapon skill 4 versus...
It's 3.
Okay,
So on 3s. Yeah. And your strengths probably
4.
4 versus my toughness 4.
Force to wound. So 1 wound.
So I've got 3 wounds, which means another 1.
So 1 is dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
So both of us scored 3 wounds, but I charged you. So I think you have to do. Yep.
No, they're fleeing the
12
battle.
is too much.
Do you purse it?
I'll try.
Okay, I'm fleeing 8 inches.
And I'll do 4. Oh, that's bad luck.
Okay, I think we put it down and then it's the end of your second turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the third turn of the Wood Elves. My treeman tried to charge the clan rats, but miserably failed. He only rolled a 2 and a 1, so stumbled 2 inches towards the enemy. The last Eternal Guard heroically tried to charge the cowardly unit of storm vermin, clan rats, but was shot down from the weapon team, and the Treekin failed their rally test, and then only managed to stumble 2 inches towards the end of the table. I think they will now be pursued by the red ogres and killed totally. Okay, that's the end of the third turn, and we'll back at the end of the third turn of the Skaven.
That's the end of my third movement phase, and I've already done the psychic phase as well. My red ogres succeeded in catching the fleeing Treekin and killed them. The 2 regiments over there, the clan rats and the storm vermin, chose a stand and shoot versus the tree men, which just are trying to shoot, and my warp lightning cannon will do so as well. Let's start with this one, and this time I hope a really low recite. Oh, still got him. Well done. Okay, so it's strength 5 versus toughness 6. No. And my rattling gun. First dice, second dice, and now the third one. So now we've got a problem and have to roll. Yeah. Because of the 2 4s, or the 4 in the third roll. 4. It's a malfunction. All shots will be fired in a direction shown by the arrow. That's not good. And he'll hit the next unit, no matter if they are friend or foe. So we've got 9 shots. Don't know if it can fire backwards.
But there's no unit behind the weapon team, so I think nothing happens.
Okay, so let's skip this. And the only thing I've got left to shoot is the warp lightning cannon. Let's put the dice over there. Okay, first roll. Oh, it's a misfire, that's bad. Misfire during the first roll. And a 4. A 4 means, I think it's the same thing. It's kind of ultimate force for warp lightning cannons. Yep. Energieüberladung. Uncontrollable warp energies. So we have to roll after all these lucky hits. Scatter dice in order to find the direction. So this one. And then we'll have to roll 4d6 to find out where or how far. Yeah. 10, 14, and this is where a 5-inch template will explode. So 14, no. Okay, still far away from a unit of storm vermin. So, and that's the end of my third turn.
Okay, that's the end of the fourth round of the Wood Elves. The 3-men finally managed to charge the Clown Rats.
Yeah, the storm vermin.
And they are now attacking.
Because of my high initiative, I've got 8 models with 9 attacks in total because of the leader. I've got a weapon skill of 4, you've got a weapon skill of 6, so I'll only hit on 6s, I think. Or 4s. Okay. And because of the halberds, they've got normally strength 3, but it's +1. So 4 versus 6 is 6
plus
as always.
Okay,
Single one of them. Now you've got all of your attacks.
Okay, I've got 5 attacks with weapon skill 6, means 3+.
Oh, that's really
so
bad.
1, strength 5 versus toughness.
3 is 2+.
Okay, 1 wound.
5, I've got heavy armor won't be enough. I've got shields, but as I'm fighting with the halberds, I can't use it. So it's just my normal.
Okay, then I have a special stomp attack at the end.
D6 automatic hits. That's not enough strength toughness.
Yes.
Okay. So you've charged and killed 2. I didn't cause any wounds, but I've got 3 ranks. And I've got musician as well as a standard. So I think I win. But you've got stubborn, so you always use your 9 or 10.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, that's the end of my 4th movement turn. They reformed as well as did the Clan Red Regiment. And they are in close combat. I moved my chieftain carrying the battle standard a little towards the middle so that he can take part in the fight. And during the magic phase, I didn't succeed in playing Withering on him, which would have resulted in -1 on toughness, but I succeeded in giving my regiment of storm vermin poisonous attacks. So let's see. I've got 6 normal models plus my leader, which has 2 attacks, and I think I've got 3 attacks of my chieftain. And I think your Treeman is first.
No,
I've got an
initiative
initiative of 6, but they carry halberds or other great weapons requiring them 2 hands to use. So you're first, then my attacks, and at the end there's your stomp attack. Because if I use 2-handed weapons, I'm always strike lost.
No, only if you have great weapons.
Yeah, these are great weapons.
But halberdiers are not.
Because they say zweihändig in German.
Yeah, but it doesn't result in strike last.
Okay, then my normal guys. I've already looked it up, but the explanation is.
I just roll for your normal troops.
3, 4, 5. So there are 8 models. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus. And we can add the 2 for the leader. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
So weapon skill 4 versus somewhat is on force. And all of these.
6 is the wound.
Yeah. Just a single, one of them. Yeah, and 5 is enough. Because strength 4 is only -1 and you've got a 3 plus of your scaly armor. So you're next before my chieftain, the battle standard bearer with his great weapon.
But can I strike at the battle standard bearer?
Yeah, you can do so. Okay. Yeah, because it now
then I try to hit
you. Yeah.
Battle standard bearer, 5 attacks.
I've got weapon skill of 5.
6 means 3
plus
to hit.
Yeah. So 4 hits.
Strength 5.
Versus toughness 4.
3 is to wound. So 4 wounds.
4 hits. And you've got strength
5, so -2.
So I've got 5. I've only got my talisman of preservation. 4 attempts on a 6. So he's dead.
Okay.
And you've got your stomp attack left.
Stomp attack,
D6 of auto hits, 4 hits.
Yeah, 3 more down. So I think this time I scored 6 wounds in total.
Yeah, 5. 2 on the chieftain.
2 only, okay.
The battle stand bearer and 3 on them. Nobody has charged, so I've got -5, but I'm stubborn because I've got more ranks. So I can use my normal leadership, which is normal leadership is 6 plus 2 ranks, 7, 8. No, and I can't re-roll this one because I lost my battle standard bearer. So
they will flee.
Yeah, and unless these are ones, I'm off battlefield.
Gone.
Yeah. 7 would be over there.
Okay, and we're back at the end of the 5th turn of the Wood Elves. Okay, my last remaining Wood Elf miniature, the Treeman, successfully charged the Clan Rat regiment. And now I think the Clan Rats strike first because of the high initiative.
Yeah, but I think he'll win because I've only got spears and the only
but you have so many ranks. So,
he's worth about 220 somewhat points.
Okay.
Okay, so now I've got at least, let's say,
8
4,
for
8. Yeah. Plus 1 for the leader, it's 9. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Weapon skill?
Weapon skill of 3.
I have 6, so force to hit.
And we forgot they have to pass
The
terror test as
huh?
well. Yep, she did. So these are only on strength 3. I think, is it possible to harm somebody of toughness 6 with strength 3? Okay, 1. Now you've got a 3+ normal save for your scaly, and you would have had another 6+ ward save as well. Now you've got your 5 normal attacks. 3 of them. Strength toughness 2+, I think. So 3 are dead.
Down, stomp attack 2. 1 more down.
So you've killed 4 and charged. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ranks and a banner and a musician. So you are expected to do 1 test, but you're stubborn, so you always do on your 9 or 10.
Okay, let's end the 5th turn of the Wood Elves.
Okay, my red ogres advanced towards the flank of the tree men and they remained. It's no sense using the warp lightning cannon once more because I did probably kill more of my own army than doing damage to the tree men.
There's no wizard left as well, so we skipped the magic phase and
so I've got 9.
Immediately went on to the close combat phase.
Should hit on 4. And wound on 6. Just a single one.
Oh, yeah.
This time you've got a 6+ ward save. You've got a 6+ ward save after your scaly skin something. No, so it's 1 wound out of 5 or 6. Now you've got your 5 normal attacks followed by the
3s. So 1 dead. 2 stomp attacks, 2 more dead. Leadership test. 7.
Okay.
I think that's... I don't know if it is enough.
Well, so on we go with my...
But is he stubborn?
He's stubborn. He's always...
I can use this unmodified. Okay, then it's okay. Okay, so, that's my... No, that was your 5th turn.
So on we go with your last.
So we go back turn. At the end of the 6th turn. We're back. The close combat remains, so we just continue in my 6th turn the close combat of the treemen versus the rats. So once again, 9 attacks of the rats hitting on 4s, wounding on 6s.
Just 1. Yep, you saved it
successfully.
Now you've got
then I have 5 attacks on 3s. So 4 hits in total. Wounding on 2, so 4 dead. And 5 stomp attacks.
Auto hits.
Killing 4 Moors. So I think this time I won the combat.
Still got more ranks, so I'm stubborn and can do on 5 + 2 on 7. No, that's a problem. Yeah, just made it. 6 + 1.
Okay, then that's the end of my 6th turn. Okay, so, the last turn of the Skaven, once more a close combat. The 9 Skaven will hit on 4s. And wounding on 6s.
2 6s. Yep, and you can do 6. So it's 1 wound. Now you 5 attacks.
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2, so 2 down. And 6 stomp attacks.
Auto hits.
Killing 4 Moors.
Oh, I forgot my shield parries. but that doesn't matter. Against storms,
I
they don't
think,
work anyway, but
yeah.
against the first or normal attacks, they could have done them.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you should test.
Yeah. So now I've only got 6. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1 wound on my own. The difference is 5, but I've got 1 rank, so it's -4. 6 minus 4 should be 1. No, so they flee.
Try to pursuit.
But I may add +1 because of their coward.
7?
So it's 7. Yeah.
Got 6. Okay. Didn't catch him, and that's the end of the game. Congratulations, Marcos, for a stunning victory of the Skaven.
Yeah, just.
I think it was a rather boring game because my whole army was eliminated by the end of turn 2 or 3, I think. And the only survivor, the tree-man, but it's rather boring because he's a rather tough guy, and you didn't got so many chances to kill him. Nor do I. I think I last three rounds of close combat to fight with the vermin, but it was not so interesting maybe for you to watch this battle because I think even the first turn as my army commander with the archers was eliminated. In second turn the whole blade guard was eliminated. So, but we hope nevertheless that you enjoyed the battle and would appreciate if you like or comment the battle. Maybe you can answer a question which never occurred in this battle. Because
of the Hail of Doom arrow.
Yeah, exactly, the Hail of Doom arrow, because in the rules it said you have 3d6s, 3d6 shots, and we are wondering if you have to roll once for hitting and then the amount of hits, or if you first roll 3d6s to determine the amount of hits and then roll for each hit a die if the hit was successfully scored. We agreed that if we use this, we will handle it as multiple shots, so that you first roll the 3d6s and after that to hit roll. But if it's wrong, please feel free to comment and correct our intention on this war gear. Okay. Then we'll back with the next battle report. Now we have seen all of our 10 fantasy armies in total, and
if each of them tries to fight each of the others, these are about 45 battles before we move on. But maybe we'll move on to higher point value sooner.
Okay, stay tuned for the upcoming battles and catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.